My name is Kevin, and a decade ago, if someone had told me I'd be living 3,000 miles away from my family, completely disconnected, I would have scoffed. Not because it seemed impossible, but because I couldn't imagine a life where I wasn't perpetually needed, always on call, and burdened with raising everyone else's kids. I was the middle child in a family of 5 siblings. Rachel, 3 years my senior, lived freely, unencumbered by responsibilities. The twins, Liam and Lily, were 8, and Noah, the youngest, was 5. My parents had demanding jobs. Mom worked long nursing shifts, and Dad's supervisory role had unpredictable hours. Reflecting now, I see how it all began. It wasn't intentional, just practical. Rachel had a part-time job at the mall, a boyfriend, and an active social life. I was the quiet, dependable one, with no apparent plans other than to step in when needed. Kevin, can you watch the kids for a bit while I run an errand? Became Kevin, I'll be back in a few hours. And eventually, Kevin, you're in charge until we're home. There was no discussion, no consideration of my own schedule, just expectation. By my junior year, I realized how entrenched I was. I was in the library drafting a college application essay when my phone buzzed. Kevin, I need you to grab the twins. Their after-school program canceled today. I stared at my unfinished essay. Mom, I'm working on college applications. Can't Rachel do it? Rachel's at work, you know that. The twins need you. I sighed, packed up, and drove to their school. The twins climbed into the backseat of the old Honda my parents let me use for family errands, which apparently included being their personal driver. This became routine. School, then straight to picking up kids, helping with homework, making snacks, resolving fights, handling baths, and reading bedtime stories. By the time my parents got home, often past 8 or 9 p.m., I was drained. Thanks, sweetie, Mom would say, heading upstairs. Dad would pat my head. You're a lifesaver, kid. No payment, no acknowledgement that I just worked a 6-hour shift as an unpaid caregiver, no recognition that I might have had my own plans, schoolwork, or life. Meanwhile, Rachel saved for college, partied, dated, and lived the teenage life I was deemed too responsible to enjoy. When I brought it up, Mom would sigh. Rachel's not like you, Kevin. She's not as mature. We know we can rely on you. In other words, Rachel could be carefree, but I was the responsible one, so I had to act like an adult at 17. When Rachel left for college, no one discussed redistributing responsibilities. It was just assumed I'd take on her share. My senior year was a blur of missed opportunities. Noah got sick, Mom worked extra shifts, and I couldn't join clubs, take SAT prep, or go to homecoming. There'll be other dances, Mom said. Family comes first. I returned my dress shirt and bought groceries instead. My guidance counselor pulled me aside. Your grades are strong, but colleges want well-rounded students. I wanted to tell her I was well-rounded, diaper changing, calculus tutoring, conflict mediating, and cooking for 5 in one afternoon. But professional unpaid nanny probably wasn't what colleges were looking for. One night, Noah knocked on my door, clutching his stuffed elephant. Kevin, I can't sleep. Can you read to me? I glanced at my college applications, then at his hopeful face. Sure, buddy. As I tucked him in and read Dr. Seuss for the 100th time, my chest tightened. I loved these kids deep. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.